with that said, I'd like to say hello to Tony and to his friend, who is Ed Howard, who is in Charleston, South Carolina. Are you with us?
Yes.
Yes, we are. How's everybody this evening?
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Doing great.
Howard?
Yes, Diane.
I'd like to ask you a little bit about your group because I used to live in Charleston. There's a lot of really haunted places there. It's amazing. And I would love to know some of the really awesome places that you guys have had some experiences at there in Charleston when you've done your paranormal investigating.
Well, hands down, I have to say the Charleston City Jail. This is a place that's in downtown Charleston. It has a lot of history to it. And actually, this is one of the favorite national television shows that they always seek out, like, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. They've also been there, and it has quite a bit of paranormal activity. We investigated that place as well, and we experienced some things that we were there during the night that we did investigation back in December. But that's just one of many. Charleston, South Carolina has so much history to it, and all our adjoining counties from Charleston County to Berkeley County, Dorchester County, with the Civil War being that this is where it all started here in Charleston. So many other things that happened here. So much history here.
Yeah, so we were there. We visited Fort Sumter, Winnebago and I, which was only a few months back. Of course, as I said, I lived there for many years. So there's a lot of beautiful places to investigate. And I'd love to invite you guys to come down to our Casadega tour because it's a very, very haunted motel. And we do a tour there. We have a lot of equipment set up, and we spend the night there. And we've never, ever been disappointed. It's really exciting. But we'd like to come up and visit with you guys, too, and do an investigation with you. I was wondering, have you guys done, like, the Magnolia Plantation up there or Middleton?
We haven't done it, but that's only a few miles from us. That's in our radar. There's so many places here in Charleston. I mean, we were dubbed as being the most haunted city in America. And there's a reason for that, because, most shows, they go to one town. There might be a few places that may have some type of paranormal activity. Charleston has it all over the place. There's so much history there. So you can, if you were doing a TV show, it would keep you busy a good 4 or 5 seasons at least every week doing stuff. There's so much here.
I agree with that. I think Charleston is a very haunted place. Also, St. Augustine, which is like 45 minutes from us, founded in 1565, also has a ton of paranormal activity there. It's extremely haunted. And then, of course, Casadega is the oldest psychic community in the country down, and it's near Daytona and Casadega, Florida. So it's really, really exciting. There's so many places. I wish we could all just hop in a van and just go from place to place to place. And we've been to the Myrtles, too, and that was also very exciting.
Right.
I wanted to ask you about Tony. He's there with you. Has he ever given you a reading personally, Howard?
He has shared some stuff. I have to tell you, the first time I met Tony was back in December. And one of our crew happened to be in the right place, right time. He was with a location scout that was actually going to the city jail to see if there was any paranormal still going on there. And it just so happens we met him that night. What was ironic about that visit, when we made contact to meet him on the way up there as we walked in, only to find he wasn't there, because while he was in there, he detected that a woman was having a stroke down the street. He ran out to assist her, and this was told to us by the location scout that was there for the shows, some of the national shows that we see on TV, because automatically he read that there was a woman in trouble, and being that he has some medical background, he went to her aid, and he could probably be a hero on this point, saving her life, because he responded to her very quickly.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, that's a great story. We lost Tony, and I wanted to share with you that our group has mediums. Tony's one of our consultants, of course. So our group has mediums in it, and when we do a paranormal investigation, we go in and we do a walkthrough with our mediums and communicate with the spirits. And we have sort of a specialty because we like to try to help spirits cross the ones that are trapped, not the ones that are there because they're happy and you want to be there, but the ones that are really trapped because of how they died in a traumatized way. So we really go in that type of framework with that goal in mind. And I think you guys are kind of similar in you wanting to do that as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. Me and my partner, Gary Percy, who actually lives in Bermuda, when we first decided to do this, because we played around with it 20 years ago, but we never moved forward. I work in the television and the movie industry, and we talked about this 20 years ago, but we never moved forward with it. And finally, we decided now's the time. And one thing we said we were not going to do was use a psychic or a medium, because we know there are real ones, but we also know there's some out there that are not. By no way means we don't believe that Tony's one of those. We know that he is a real deal. We on our first night investigation with him, we actually witnessed him helping a little girl pass over to the light, and we verified it by when we heard, listened to our equipment, our EVPs and stuff we had done. We actually, what we believe, heard her voice responding to Tony, although we couldn't hear it. We heard it. So, talking with my partner Gary in Bermuda, we decided that he became an asset for us, and that we definitely need to have him on board. So it changed our way of thinking about mediums and what they do and their skills. And we know Tony is the real deal, and we decided to change our direction of our TV show that we're trying to produce and get it marketed nationally as well by having Tony join our crew and become one of the Low Country Paranormal Society's member, LPS here in Charleston.
I'm really glad that you opened your mind to that, because the frustrating thing about watching some of these shows is they get a lot of evidence, but then they leave, and the spirits are still there, and you're hearing the EVPs of help me, and some of them are children, and it's really sad. So that's really our goal at SpiritLight, to do that. And we'd love to work with you guys. If you came down, we'd love to show you what we're able to do as well. And work together, because there's so many spirits that are trapped or in need of help, that if we all work together, we could get a lot accomplished and try to help them. My dog keeps finding crosses in the backyard, and these crosses have actually been welded together. They're just kind of welded material. They're old, they're rusty, and I keep finding her in the yard chewing on them. And what was that? I did not know.
She's probably calling on a cell phone, probably lost connection.
I don't know. That was a weird noise before she went bye-bye.
That was a very weird noise.
That was a very weird noise.
Call drunk.
Okay, I'll tell you what she was telling me. The dog is digging these up, and she's brought in 3 of them now, and these seem to feel like that they are, little mementos that someone has created burying pets. Well, that's possible. I don't know the history of the land. I don't know if maybe somebody was trying to bless the land and bury the crosses, and maybe there was activity on the land and they lived there, and that was their way of trying to bless it. That's what I'm getting. My dog keeps finding crosses in the backyard, and these crosses have actually been welded together. They're just kind of welded material. They're old, they're rusty, and I keep finding her in the yard chewing on them. And what was that? I did not know.
She's probably calling on a cell phone, probably lost connection.
I don't know. That was a weird noise before she went bye-bye.
That was a very weird noise.
That was a very weird noise.
Call drunk.
Okay, I'll tell you what she was telling me. The dog is digging these up, and she's brought in 3 of them now, and these seem to feel like that they are, little mementos that someone has created burying pets. Well, that's possible. I don't know the history of the land. I don't know if maybe somebody was trying to bless the land and bury the crosses, and maybe there was activity on the land and they lived there, and that was their way of trying to bless it. That's what I'm getting. They're just kind of welded material. They're old, they're rusty, and I keep finding her in the yard chewing on them. And what was that? I did not know.
She's probably calling on a cell phone.
They're just kind of welded material. They're old, and we are chewing on them. And what was that? I did not know.
She's probably calling on a cell phone.
They're just like well material. They're old. They're rusty. And I keep fighting her, and we are chewing on them. And what was that? I did not know.
She's probably calling on a cell phone. Probably lost connection.
I don't know. That was a weird noise before she went bye-bye. That was a very weird noise. That was a very weird noise.
Call dropped.
I will call. I'll tell you what she said, because she was telling me the dog is digging these up, and she's brought in 3 of them now, and these seems to feel like that they are, little mementos that someone has created burying pets. Well, that's possible. Again, the history of the land. I mean, I don't know if maybe somebody was trying to
We
bless
have
the land
spirits in here with us.
and bury the
You got
dogs
anything
because maybe
that
there was
takes some
activity
pics?
on the land and they lived there,
1,
and
2,
that was their
3,
way
4.
of
We
trying
got 4
to
people
bless
in here with
it.
us.
That's what I'm getting.